legendary comeback set the stage for an epic showdown between two iconic figures.
Rock bottom! A rock bottom! The Rock says we make the biggest matchup of all time. The People's Champion, The Rock, versus John Cena.
Rock declares that we are gearing up for the biggest match in history. Tension simmering behind the scenes would ignite a fierce on-screen rivalry. John Cena aimed to make a bold statement, and it was intense.
You may be G.I. Joe this summer. Right now, you're a G.I. joke.
Now, I have an issue with it. John Cena, you have been running your mouth, boy, about The Rock for years. When you play with fire, you get burned.
Leading to some serious confrontations as excitement escalated for a landmark clash between two of WWE's most revered champions.
Rock bottom to Cena!
A feud that was initially deemed a once-in-a-lifetime event began to unfold.
And the headline reads, John Cena whips The Rock's ass at WrestleMania.
At the dawn of the new millennium, WWE was broadening its horizons and gaining traction, largely due to a creative revolution known as the Attitude Era. Leading this movement was a young, charismatic talent who quickly rose through the ranks to become the face of the organization. The Rock's mission was simple: to entertain the fans. He didn't aspire to be the loudest or the biggest. His aim was to be the best and most entertaining performer possible.
The Rock was meant to electrify the millions.
Once The Rock fully embraced his persona, complete with his signature eyebrow raise and catchphrases,
The people are behind him, King. Listen to the sellout crowd.
it became evident that he was captivating audiences. The crowds rallied behind him, and when his theme music hit, it was clear he was the superstar everyone wanted to see. He emerged as the top talent in the industry. The Rock's achievements in sports entertainment paved the way for his crossover into mainstream culture. Hosting MTV's Total Request live in Times Square was just one of many highlights in his career. His appearance on Saturday Night Live marked a significant milestone for him,
It's Saturday night.
opening numerous doors in the entertainment world. Before long, The Rock secured his first leading role in The Scorpion King. With more opportunities on the horizon, his future in Hollywood appeared bright. The Rock was truly the complete package. What many may not realize is that he recognized this potential long before anyone else. He took proactive steps to advance his career beyond WWE, ensuring his success was inevitable both in wrestling and in film. His ambition and dedication allowed him to excel in every endeavor he pursued. In Hollywood, he emerged as a major box office draw. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson captivated audiences inside and outside the ring. However, with the face of WWE transitioning to a part-time role, the top position within the company became available. During The Rock's move to Hollywood, WWE saw two paths diverging. As The Rock ventured into new territories, John Cena emerged as a fresh, ambitious talent ready to seize the opportunity.
This is John Cena. We've heard a little bit about him. He's one of those many young talents who could be looking to knock down the door of opportunity.
In The Rock's absence, we lacked a definitive figurehead. Through relentless effort and unwavering commitment, John Cena stepped up to fill that void. After an impressive debut, John Cena adopted a hip-hop-inspired persona, quickly rising to become one of WWE's most beloved superstars.
Want to show your true colors, Kurt? And dress up like a chick. And stop acting like we're married. Get the hell off my...
There are many similarities between John Cena and The Rock. Both share a dominant alpha male presence that resonates with fans.
You can't see me.
When The Rock departed, John recognized the opportunity, viewing it as his chance to claim the spotlight. During that era, there weren't many individuals ready to step into such big shoes, but John seized the moment. Just 3 years after joining the roster, he found himself competing for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania when he won.
Cena comes! No way! He got him! Cena is the champion!
Here is your winner and the new WWE Champion, John Cena!
Much like The Rock did years prior, Cena emerged as the face of WWE and eventually made his mark in the film industry.
My character's name is John Triton. He doesn't say much. He doesn't have to say much because he's just a kick-ass machine.
Despite exploring Hollywood opportunities, John Cena remained deeply rooted in WWE. He often faces comparisons to The Rock, which can feel unfair. No matter how hard he strives or how many main events he headlines, there will always be that lingering sentiment, "You're not The Rock." That must be frustrating for him. Even though John has ventured into movies and achieved success, his heart will always belong to WWE. While Cena continued to represent WWE with pride, The Rock was busy pursuing his film career, making infrequent appearances on WWE shows.
The jabroni beating, pie eating, death-defying, electrifying, can star in a movie, catch a pass, still have the ability to lay it to smack it down on your candy ass.
This reality didn't sit well with John Cena, who openly expressed his feelings during a candid interview in 2008. He felt disappointed that The Rock embraced the wrestling world when present, but distanced himself when away from it. John would occasionally make veiled comments about The Rock, suggesting that if he truly cared about the business, he should return regularly and engage. At the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony just a few months later, The Rock responded to Cena's remarks with a rebuttal of his own.
Well, this year, you know, there was big controversy with the WWE and illegal torture. I don't know if you heard about it. Not too many people heard about it, but apparently they would find Iraqi insurgents, they'd sit them down, they'd tie them up, and they'd make them watch copies of the DVD, The Marine.
However, their rivalry seemed to cool after that point. While The Rock continued to thrive in Hollywood, John Cena solidified his status as one of WWE's all-time greats. As WrestleMania XXVII approached in early 2011, anticipation grew within the WWE universe regarding the announcement of the event's special guest host.
Tonight is going to be big, real big, because tonight we find out who will host WrestleMania!
Few could have anticipated the monumental nature of this revelation when a legendary superstar made his highly anticipated return to Monday Night Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the host of WrestleMania XXVIII,
The Rock had always known he would eventually return to WWE. It was just a matter of timing. He wanted to ensure he accomplished certain goals before making his comeback.
Finally, The Rock has come back! Home.
The audience was electrified, with a mix of pessimism and optimism buzzing in the air. Everyone was eager to share the stage with The Rock. It felt like a natural progression for The Rock to return and engage with John Cena.
There's one man who The Rock has to see face to face. A guy who I met, a guy who I thought was a cool guy. Wished him well, happy for his success. When The Rock leaves, he comes in, and out of the blue, eventually, he starts talking trash about The Rock. I don't know why, and I don't care, but I'm back now. You might have heard of him. His name is John Cena.
Many believed The Rock had transitioned into a full-time movie star, never to return to WWE. Yet there he was, reclaiming the mantle he had set aside for Hollywood, now facing off against John Cena, who had risen to prominence in his absence.
You can't see me when you've seen me? Oh, believe me, we all can see you.
Fans were swept up in a wave of nostalgia. There was no denying The Rock's status as a top-tier star. His comeback included a direct challenge to John Cena, mocking his colorful attire and famously dubbing him a fruity pebble during one of his memorable rants. With the challenge laid out, John Cena quickly fired back the following week with his own rap battle, igniting a fierce exchange of words.
The Rock came back and everyone was getting with it. Till he said I was talking trash, but he would never be specific. It's because I wasn't talking trash, Rock. I was talking truth. You left us hanging high and dry to play a fairy with a tooth?
The back and forth between Cena and The Rock intensified as they approached WrestleMania.
Finally, The Rock has come back to WrestleMania!
In the main event, Cena appeared poised to capture the WWE Championship until an unexpected interference shifted the match's dynamics. The Rock had promised retaliation, and he delivered. The following night on Raw, the two icons confronted each other in the ring, their growing animosity paving the way for the next chapter in their rivalry. Fans were eager for the showdown, John Cena versus The Rock.
You asked The Rock to bring it. Oh yeah, The Rock will bring it. You bet your candy ass The Rock will bring it. But The Rock says, we make history. The Rock says, we make the biggest matchup of all time. WrestleMania 28, John Cena versus The Rock.
Special planned, announcing this historic matchup a full year in advance. It was unprecedented. Inside, I wondered how we would manage such a lengthy build-up.
The only thing you should be thinking about, John, is the ass kicking that The Rock is going to lay on you at WrestleMania. You have been running your mouth, boy, about The Rock for years.
With the challenge of sustaining interest over a year ahead of us, both The Rock and Cena embraced modern technology and social media to keep their story alive. With The Rock busy filming movies and Cena on the road full-time, social media allowed them to engage fans without being in the same location. The intrigue deepened when John Cena selected The Rock as his tag team partner for Survivor Series in 2011.
You called on the thunder. Now you've got it. At Survivor Series, I choose my partner to be The Rock!
Never before.
The Rock and Cena on the same team.
Never again.
Can they coexist? Never.
Welcome to the 20th annual Survivor Series.
15 years after making his WWE debut in the very same arena, The Rock was set to step back into the ring for the first time since 2004. However, his return was shrouded in uncertainty. The atmosphere was electric during the main event at Survivor Series held at Madison Square Garden. Fans were treated to a unique matchup featuring two legendary icons, a pairing that would likely never be replicated in wrestling history. Despite their status, the tension between them was palpable, and it raised the question of whether they could work together effectively.
If they can work with each other, that right there is going to be a test in itself. I want to see what type of ring shape The Rock's in.
I was eager to see how The Rock would perform in the ring after such a long absence.
Yes! Out of people's elbow!
Although The Rock and John Cena would ultimately claim victory, the underlying friction between them overshadowed their celebration.
Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. Rock bottom to Cena.
After Survivor Series, The Rock would step away from WWE again until February 2012. With WrestleMania just 5 weeks away upon his return, the People's Champion wasted no time ramping up his verbal jabs at Cena.
You change your jean shorts to camouflage shorts.
What makes this feud with Cena so captivating is the strong emotional response it evoked. The Rock's sporadic appearances garnered him more fan support compared to John, who dedicated himself to the business day in and day out. That dynamic created an interesting challenge. Fans were naturally inclined to cheer for the returning superstar rather than the one who had been a constant presence.
He put me in a match against The Rock, a bona fide movie star, a worldwide name, a superstar who hasn't been around in 7 years. Meanwhile, I've been at every show, so they see me every week. They're gonna cheer the guy that they haven't seen.
While The Rock remained a fan favorite, opinions in the locker room were less favorable. The locker room was not pleased. Many wrestlers put in 300 days a year on the road, only to see someone who had left a decade ago come back and take the spotlight at the biggest event of the year. Cena had established himself as the go-to guy, earning the respect of his peers. During The Rock's first night back, John made it clear that he would do whatever it took to prove himself superior to his rival from Hollywood.
Then Jack, I don't need words like respect and loyalty to Trent worldwide. Just like I don't need my notes for my promo on my wrist. Nice tattoo.
There's a fine line in this business, and crossing it can lead to compelling television. The Rock had messages written on his arm, which became fair game for John to call out. You could see how deeply it affected The Rock when John confronted him about it. His facial expressions revealed that it struck a nerve.
Now you confuse the world. You don't like The Rock. You like Dwayne Johnson. Hate Dwayne Johnson. What you got? Let me tell you something, John. You're back there listening right now. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. That is the same man. The bottom line is this: The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, the people's champ, the great one, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. It doesn't matter, John. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters, and you're back there listening, is that what I'm going to do on the biggest stage of WrestleMania, the biggest match of all time, The Rock, all the nicknames you want to throw, Team Bring It Worldwide, we're going to kick your candy ass.
Neither man was going to hold back at this point. Their animosity was real, and they were determined to showcase why. The Rock spoke from a place of authenticity, which resonated with fans. In this business, if you provoke someone, you need to be prepared for the consequences when they respond.
The Rock is 6'4", 260 pounds, a man that will rip your throat out. At your core, you will always be a little boy who will go down in history always as The Rock's bitch.
Everything exchanged between The Rock and John Cena over that year was unscripted and genuine. With WrestleMania just 6 days away, both superstars prepared to deliver their final messages to each other and the WWE Universe before their eagerly awaited confrontation.
Past year, we've said a lot of stuff to each other, and I feel real comfortable saying this to your face. I will be damned if you come in a visitor, as good as you think you are, and take my life from me.
The anticipation surrounding the match was palpable. It was nearly unimaginable to think that John Cena could lose at WrestleMania. With so much at stake, it was hard to predict who would ultimately come out on top.
People's champion has come back after all these years to beat you. I don't like you.
The excitement was building, and the challenge was clear: to deliver the most spectacular WrestleMania in history, featuring a match that would go down as one of the greatest in the sport. The Rock and John Cena were ready to lay it all on the line.
I'll be the guy with my hand raised high, standing over your carcass, and the headline reads what I predicted: John Cena whips The Rock's ass at WrestleMania.
What made this event historic were three key elements: The Rock, John Cena, and the fans. The setting in Miami, with 70,000 enthusiastic spectators, promised an unforgettable night. After over a year filled with tension and rivalry, WrestleMania had finally arrived. The Rock's return to his hometown added an electric vibe to the showdown against his controversial opponent. Given that The Rock hailed from Miami, he was undoubtedly the crowd favorite that night. Most fans were rooting for him. Creating an atmosphere unlike anything I had ever experienced. Right. This was WrestleMania at its finest. Two icons representing their respective generations, both driven by ambition and the desire to be recognized as the best.
The spectacle that is WrestleMania. This is it.
The Rock entered the ring in phenomenal shape, even better than during his appearance at WrestleMania 20. Bigger, stronger, and faster. After a decade away from the ring, he was ready to make an impact, and both men were fueled by adrenaline as they faced off. The stakes were higher than ever. This wasn't just about who would win the match, but about legacy and respect. Folded was a real-life spectacle of fantasy warfare. These two superstars who had carried the WWE banner for years were finally squaring off to determine who truly deserved the title of best of their generation. The emotions built up over the year were unleashed inside the squared circle. John Cena had faced every major figure in the industry throughout his career. He aimed not just to be remembered, but to etch his name among the legends of wrestling history.
Cross body. Cena rolls through. Cena powering. He's got the Rock up. I can't believe it. John Cena with an unbelievable show of strength. The AA. Rock kick out again.
As the match approached its thrilling climax, John seemed to have control, but an unexpected moment of overconfidence would turn the tide.
And there's the Rock! Rock bottom! The Rock has beaten John Cena! The Rock! He does it! He solidifies himself as the Great One!
Match concluded with The Rock emerging victorious. Out of nowhere, he solidified his legacy as the Great One. In his eagerness to outshine The Rock, John attempted a risky maneuver, the People's Elbow. But it backfired. You couldn't help but shake your head. He had a chance and nearly pulled it off. I was taken aback when The Rock's hand was raised in victory. From a business perspective, both men shared a common goal. Through their rivalry, they achieved that aim and elevated WWE's prominence. In the year that followed, The Rock demonstrated that he was more than just a part-time performer in WWE. The People's Champion continued to make history and stayed true to his word.
Yes! The Rock has done it! The Rock has done it! Unbelievable!
This would lead him back into conflict with John Cena, who had secured his spot in the main event of WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble earlier that evening.
John Cena is going to WrestleMania!
Their second consecutive WrestleMania headlining bout saw a transformation in their relationship. By 2013, animosity had evolved into mutual respect as they fought for the most coveted title in the industry.
There was only one man who The Rock wanted to face at WrestleMania, and that man is you. Why, John Cena? Because The Rock knows. I know what this match means to you. Your will to succeed, your will to be great. No one has that except The Rock.
Whenever we step into the ring, our goal is to provide the WWE Universe with something fresh and exciting. The Rock, as the reigning champion, carries a significant responsibility. He embodies excellence in the WWE. Therefore, our focus naturally shifted towards the championship itself, making it the centerpiece of this epic showdown. The narrative between The Rock and John Cena unfolded over 2 years, and it never lost its appeal. What I cherish most is that we had the quintessential representation of a generation in a flawless setting. This feud truly was iconic, wasn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 251 pounds, John Cena. And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, he is the current WWE Champion, The Rock!
For athletes at this elite level, motivation is crucial. They've experienced WrestleMania and countless major events. They've done it all. So what fuels their drive? They push themselves because they understand that everyone will be watching and that their opponent will bring their absolute best.
Slips out of it quickly. Oh, and a Samoa drop. Oh no, it's Spinebuster. What's it gonna cost him? The most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment. The People's Elbow. Cena powers out. Oh. Who's gonna win this one? The Rock mocking Cena. last year when Cena did this, he got caught. Good. The Rock was waiting again. John Rock countered. And again, Cena counters. Cena does it. He got him.
Last year, when Cena faced off against The Rock, he found himself caught off guard. Now he's prepared once again. John Cena seeks redemption. Following their iconic rematch, both Cena and The Rock would demonstrate to the world the respect they developed for each other after what was once a fierce rivalry between two of the greatest figures in sports entertainment. Reflecting on their feud, it's clear they both said things they might regret, but they truly pushed each other to their limits. In the end, they realized just how much they had in common. Both were equally driven, hungry for success, and entertaining, albeit in their own distinct styles. To create a remarkable performance, you need an equally remarkable partner. And I can confidently say that between these two, there exists a deep mutual respect and admiration. In summary, the rivalry between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena was the most intense, emotional, physical, and spiritual journey I have ever experienced. Their journey was a testament to the power of ambition, rivalry, and mutual respect,